Now that we've talked about the media on your site, we can talk about the copy or the text. This is really similar to any other word processor that you may have used, whether it's Microsoft Word or Google Docs. You can select the text boxes, double click, delete, and type over. You always want to double check the mobile version when you're swapping out text to make sure that text boxes don't run into each other and that everything has enough space. If you need to add text, the easiest thing to do is to copy and paste the text that's already there. Or if you remember, we set up our text styles when we went in and customized the design settings. So if you add a title, a heading, or a subheading, it will all be styled for you already. This is just a great way to remain consistent. Once you select a piece of text, the Smart panel over here under text style will show you all the different options for styling. You can change the font, the color, and adjust lots of other properties down here as you need to. You'll notice that most of the text on your template also doubles as buttons or links. So if we go to this section on the homepage, where should we begin? We click on read the blog. This piece of text is linked. We'll go over to the Smart panel and click down towards the bottom. It says click actions. And then this is the type of link that we have. This is going to a page, and then we've designated the page it's going to by being the blog page, by setting it as the blog page. If you click on this drop down, you can see all the different types of links. You can link to an external URL, so something not on your site. You can link to a specific canvas to the top of a page. This social link is what I was talking about in one of the very first videos, where you can just choose the social media channel that you already set up in the design settings, in the site settings. We are going to keep this on page, and then we're going to designate the page that we want this to go to, and that is the blog. Same thing, visit the shop over here. It's going to page shop. And same for the work with me page, this is going to services. Going down to the very bottom in your footer, this is probably the most obvious place where all of the text is buttoned. So each one of these is linked. If we edit the footer, we can see all the different pages that it's linked to. These are linked down here to your different social profiles, and this arrow is linked to top of page. You'll notice that this footer is brought up in this isolation mode here. I can't see any other parts of the page. This is because the footer is what's called a site canvas. The site canvas is down here underneath your blog templates. There's many to choose from on this template. Basically, they're blocks that are reused throughout the site in exactly the same way. The footer is a great example of this, almost if not every single page of your site. That way, when I make edits to the footer, I don't have to go through and make them on every single page. I just make them once on the site canvas and they'll populate across the board. Another example of this is this Instagram section or your top navigation. These are also linked to all of the different pages. You can look down under site canvases. We have other canvases listed here, and these are all of the different site canvas options that you have. You can play around with these and use them as building blocks throughout the site. Site canvases can be grouped together to create what's called a canvas set. Right here at the very, very bottom on the left-hand side, it says default canvas set. This is what's going to pop up when you add a new page. It's already going to have these canvases included for you. So if we go over to site and up to pages and we click plus and we add a new page, we add a blank page, this is what we'll start with. It's basically a base template that includes everything you need to get started with a brand new page. In order to adjust the canvas set, you'll go down to Site Canvases, you'll click on the plus button, and then Create Canvas Set. That's to create a new one. Or if you go down to the very bottom and you click on Default Canvas Set, the one that's included with this template, you can go up to the top and click Canvas Set, and then you'll be able to add things to the top and bottom. For example, if we wanted to add an announcement bar on each of the pages, we can click here and then find announcement bar in our site canvases, and then we can move the announcement bar maybe up to the top. And then when we edit it, we'll put an announcement every page that the default canvas set is on, which you can see over here on the right-hand side, the announcement bar will show up on. It's a really quick way to make edits across the entire site. In order to remove a canvas, it's really simple as well. You'll just click on the canvas you want to remove, click on the three dots and click on remove.